Yeah, from the play. Yeah. From the nest to the lights, we're ready to fly. Eagles rise up, yeah, we touch the sky. Coach Rather and Coach Patterson show us the way. Eagle-led Bonnie's gonna seize the day. Hearts on fire, burning bright. Through a storm, we'll take the fight. Spread your wings and let them soar. Higher now than ever before. Through the wind, we'll ride the tide. Eagle Nation side by side.
What is up? What is going on? My name is Will Patterson. I have the honor and the privilege of being the athletic director at St. Joseph Catholic School. I am joined, as always, by Assistant Athletic Director Miss Madison Rather. Coach Rather, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It is a great afternoon.
It is a great afternoon. It's a little different in the studio today. What the people can't see off the camera, we have our students in the video production class watching a live recording of the Eagle Advantage. Y'all can make a little bit of noise right now.
Like,
Seriously.
hey, like,
We told them they had to be quiet. Now
Yeah,
they're
now
actually
they're
being
scared.
quiet. So it's a little bit different day for us, too. Things happen. Things are crazy. Tournament volleyball, game days, meetings that we get pulled into. It's Friday, but what a glorious day to be recording a podcast
what a way
because
to put it.
football is officially back.
Let's go. We're hyped.
We're
The
hyped.
boys over here. Let's
Hyped.
go.
The boys are hyped. I do have a bone to pick with
The floor
the
is yours.
six-man football community. I'm not going to say anything yet. I just cannot fathom the amount of disrespect that's been put on the St. Joseph name. There's been 20-something pick'ems done. I've seen 2 that have picked the Eagles to win. I have kept all the receipts. I know I'm biased, right? Because I know these kids and what they've done to get better from last year. But 2 out of 20 is just a level of disrespect that I didn't think we'd ever get to.
Well, I don't know the pick'em situation, how it works, but like, what are they basing it off of?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Like, just like feelings. Like, no one's done anything yet. You're
Right.
just,
And so, like,
unless it's like, who did you lose? Who did you return? Like, who do you have coming back? But if that's the case, I'm like, we have a pretty strong core coming back.
everybody said we lost. When we played Allen last year, Joseph hadn't joined the team yet, so we literally lost Colt.
Yeah.
And J-Man. But if you look at, who's returning, everybody.
Yeah.
But
So, like,
2.
where's the reason?
Where's the line? And with respect to Allen Academy, like, they put it on us last year, right? They gave us more than we wanted.
That you know what, that could really be why.
That could be, but look at the all-time series. Look at what usually happens, and I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I have my own feelings. If I was to do a pick 'em, right, everybody knows which way I would go, but I just don't understand. Like, you haven't seen this yet, and you want to bet against us. And to be completely honest with you, I don't understand why we do this for clicks with teenage kids. Like, you want to do it for college football, you want to do it for NFL, I'm more than happy to participate in your little game. It's high school football. These kids are affected if they broke up with their girlfriend last night. Like,
Yeah.
that could be the game, right?
Yeah.
One kid, like, bad day. What are we doing?
It's glorified.
Right, we're just doing it for clicks, and,
Yeah.
and I don't really subscribe to that. I have sent everyone to Coach Norris. With the hey, use as you see fit. Like, if you want to put it on a bulletin board, put it on a bulletin board. If you want to keep it to yourself, keep it to yourself. I have bookmarked everyone that I've seen. So, should they need to be revisited, we will definitely revisit.
Yeah.
I also will publicly say I have an issue with the Eagle. The Eagle has done literally every football team in the Brazos Valley except us. So that level of disrespect, right?
It's literally called the Eagle.
That would be addressed. It's being addressed publicly. It will be addressed publicly again.
Get them.
So
Accountability is an act of love, my friend.
yeah,
Unaccountable.
just the amount of, like, we weren't good last year, and that's on me. I was the head coach, also the athletic director. I hired myself. Guess what? I made a change too. Like, don't punish the kids without their recognition for what we did last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new year, so we're gonna address that publicly here. We're gonna address it publicly with the conversation with the Eagle.
What a great start. To the
Yeah,
episode.
I'm fired up.
Wow.
So I started
I
going
can
off,
tell.
and Jess was like, "Oof, well, I'm glad I'm not going to work with you this morning." And I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, you know."
Mm-hmm.
So Madison, let's get into the rundown. Tell us about what happened last week in the volleyball world,
Oh my
because that's
gosh.
really we've got some cross country in the weekend, but we had Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of volleyball.
Bro, we're flying. Like, it's just like nonstop.
It's a lot of
Like,
volleyball,
but great opportunities for our kids.
but
So
it's about to slow down too.
yeah. So Tuesday we went to Legends and played at Aggieland. Shout out the JV. They won both their games. So
Yep.
sometimes when we play some schools, JV will play like their freshman team and then the JV team.
Mm-hmm.
And so they won the first game against the Aggieland freshman team. And then the second game they lost the first set, like not like it was bad.
Yeah.
And they ended up winning the second, and then they won the third, 19-17 with a cap at 20.
3-set thriller.
3-set thriller. JV loves a good 3-set thriller.
That's it.
But so does varsity, and we'll hear about that one here in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Varsity lost in 4 sets. We won the first one 25-23, and I just think we stopped playing, and we played at that level the
Sure.
entire time. Energy was pretty low, and some things that I think as a team we just said, hey, maybe winning isn't the priority tonight, but, like, what can we work on to get better as a team? And
Right.
we definitely learned from that game. So not our best game overall, but it happens. And then Thursday, little junior high volleyball action, first game of the
First
season.
game.
So they were also at Legends, but playing BB Chia.
Yeah.
They lost both of their games, purple and gold. That was the first time that they've been on a court together as a team. I believe that I heard it was BB Chia's, like, 9th game.
Really?
Yeah, and so they had been playing. We haven't been playing. And I went and was able to catch the gold game after our practice. And a lot of it was just scared to move to the ball, hesitating a lot.
Yeah.
First game jitters, it happens. But what I did see was a lot of potential.
Yeah, but you were also the junior high volleyball was super 8th grade heavy last year.
Yeah.
Right. So just in general, like a lot of 8th graders play junior high volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them play it now. But so it's a different speed of the game as you move up in the level, and so when you're on gold now, and like you said, it's your first game on the court. You don't like they've had 6 practices maybe.
Not even.
Yeah, so like 3 trial days where you kind of evaluating your talent and then really breaking them off into teams and doing that type of stuff is like you haven't had a lot of time to play with the girls, and so I wouldn't worry too much about it. From the athletic director stance, like I'm not worried about it. I think they're coached well.
Oh, yeah.
and
Coach
they'll
Michael's
figure it
great.
out.
Elias, they're doing a great
Yeah.
job. And so they're just getting started.
Thursday we also had varsity football. Well, kind of. They went to Alpha Omega and played their JV team, so it was limited reps for our upperclassmen, which is good because they got to kind of rest, but got a lot of the young guys reps. If you were keeping score, I think they lost 16-15, so by 1. But just a really good opportunity to develop some of those guys to where they're not thrown into the fire, right? Because you've got some freshmen who, like, that's a big jump, and that's what I've always said. The best thing about St. Joseph is we don't have a JV football team.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing about St. Joseph is we don't have a JV football team, right? So you get an opportunity to play on varsity as a freshman, but you're also playing on varsity as a freshman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're thrown into the fire against 18-year-old kids who have been doing this for 3 to 4 years. Like, that's a huge jump from 12 and 13-year-olds to then 18-year-olds, right? We're talking about multiple growth cycles and just weight room experience and things like that. So that's a big jump. And so being able to get them into a situation that is comparable to their ability, their skill level, their growth, right? Let them kind of get their feet under them before they have to go play against that competition. I think going to be really beneficial. Coach Norris was thrilled with the performance, right? Obviously, things to clean up, things that you wish you could have done differently. Make an extra point, you tie the game, and so there's missed opportunities and growth to be had. But all in all, a good outing for the football boys.
Yeah, it's good that they got some experience because just being thrown in a a big game on a
Yeah.
Friday night and you haven't had many reps.
Yeah, I
That's
mean that
tough.
was us last year. Like we
Yeah.
lost injuries, and it was like, hey buddy, like I need you to go. Coach, the last time I played, I was in 8th grade. Yeah, I know. And
Welcome to varsity. Let's
yeah,
go.
here we go, buddy. Strap them up, okay?
Yeah.
Put your mouthpiece in.
Yeah,
Like
go get them.
it is what it is. We were super heavy on the freshmen last year, and then you gotta roll. Right,
Yeah.
you still gotta play the game with the personnel we have. So we gotta get going. I think that helps the current varsity kids tremendously. Right, like there's not a lot of freshmen that do get to play, and then as sophomores are expected to contribute. We've got a lot of sophomores that are going to contribute, and then our upperclassmen are going to fill in the holes and make the most of this season. And like I said earlier, I think people are underestimating us, and I think that's probably a good place to be, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll be an underdog. That's fine. You're gonna hear about it.
I'd rather be the underdog.
Yeah, I mean to an extent, right? I'd rather be the overall underdog, but still be respected enough to, publish an article about us.
Yeah. Oof. Still sore spot.
Yeah, it's just not. I'm not happy with it. Tell us about the Houston Open, the gauntlet of the Houston Open.
Oh, so in full transparency, when I signed us up for this tournament, the email thread said, small school 1A, 2A, 3A, and private school tournament. And my first immediate thought was, oh my gosh, it's all 1A through 3A private schools. This is perfect.
Right. It was not.
It wasn't.
It was not even close.
It was small 1A, 2A, 3A public schools and 1A through 6A private
schools.
But I think we were probably the only 2A, honestly, under 4A private school there.
Yeah, I think so. I looked at the bracket. I would agree with you.
But I also think everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm glad that my potential mistake gave us so many opportunities to kind of figure out more of what we needed as a team. So Friday was the first day. JV went first, sent them off early in the morning at like 5-something. That's just a rough trip,
Yeah.
They lost both of their games. One of their teams actually dropped out of their pool, but they ended up losing both of their games. But as each set went on, they played 3 sets just because the team dropped out.
Sure.
And as each set went on, the score became closer and closer and closer. So for us, I would say that's a small win for JV.
Yeah.
Varsity, we left in the afternoon. We faced the Woodlands Christian first, and they're a TAPS 5A. And then we faced Episcopal, which I think is they're a 5 or 6A.
The defending state champion.
The defending state. That would make so much sense.
Yes. In
Those games,
6A, I believe.
The Woodlands was a pretty competitive game. I will say we with both those teams, like, we kept up with them.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like they went on a 10-point run that we couldn't stop. Like, it was small runs, if anything, and then we were able to respond. The Episcopal game, though, that game's funny. And they're so tall.
Yeah.
And I'm over here, like, throwing balls to our kids, and we're warming up and stuff. And usually, it's Robin who's with me. But since it was just me, because she was with JV, one of the other players was, like, handing me the volleyballs. And I'm having to reach from, like, above my head.
Reach up to get them?
To get them from her.
You got Yao Ming, 7'12", handing you the volleyball?
Yeah, literally. That's how it felt. And so I thought that was funny. Those are some pretty good competitive games. And then we played for Saudi Catholic.
Yeah.
They're a TAPS 5A.
Yeah.
And we beat them in 2 sets. And just went and took it. Like, we played so good, so aggressive. Like, earned everything. Like, it was fantastic. So a lot of wins off the court that day. That helped us grow as a team and also helped me figure out some lineup stuff too.
Yeah, and so when the draw came out and we saw our pool, right? Like, you come to me and go, why are we even going? And I said, hold on, what's the goal for the year, right? And you said win the state championship. I said then go play the tournament, and do the best you can.
I said okay.
Right, we are athletically overmatched. You're talking about this girl's 6'4" that's handing you the balls, and they're all like that, right? So. We don't have that, right? But we need to see the velocity of the hits and like how they moved, and can we pick up something from how they play the game and this, that, and the other. And that was confirmed by me. I was sitting there talking to David Fuller, who, for those of you that don't know, he has a hand in Lone Star Christian Sports Network, and goes, "Man, why'd you send volleyball to that tournament?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, David," he goes, God, that was a tough draw. And I was like, yeah, but, I think
it really was a tough draw out of all the teams.
It was
literally the toughest.
Yeah. I think I think that we probably had the hardest pool
Yeah.
by far.
I looked at the other ones and I'm like, we could have went, above 500 in this pool. We could have maybe made gold bracket in this pool. And for us, even out, like, we pulled out the silver bracket.
Yeah, because you
Like-
took a set from the Woodlands.
No,
You didn't?
no.
I thought we did.
I don't know how we ended up there. So the Woodlands and Episcopal both ended up in the gold bracket, which then put us in the silver and Frassati in bronze.
Because you beat them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you took a
However-
set from the Woodlands.
We got in the silver bracket.
That's right.
Cool.
And then Saturday, the tournament continued.
Oh, more fun.
More fun. So
So-
much more fun.
JV ended up in the copper pool. They won the first game in 3 sets, and then they lost the second game, and that was it for them. They were just in pool play and just got some good experience. Shout out to Kennedy for an epic dance battle of whatever
Yes.
happened. I get a FaceTime call from Coach Eubanks, and all I see is our girls and the other team are just going at it. And I said, "What are we doing?" They're just
What's
dancing.
happening
And
here?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was so funny.
But that's
Um,
why you go do that stuff. 'cause
Yeah,
You get memories.
volleyball's like that.
Yeah.
Like, we could have just absolutely destroyed you, but now let's just, hey, girl, I like your.
It's because you never interact,
Yeah,
right? Like, I play on my side of the net and you play on your side
Yeah.
of the net. So there is no physical, like, I don't want to say violence, but, basketball, like, y'all are bumping into each other, reach foul. Like,
yeah,
there is no physical altercation that's going to get you fired up. So you're just like,
yeah.
good game. Like, volleyball's such like,
Okay.
yes, like everybody in volleyball, like you hit it, you have a good spike. Yes, I'm like, oh god.
But it's just the thing. Like, even like me going from coaching volleyball to basketball, the dynamic is so different.
But we've talked about that. Like, there's no other sport where that happens.
No.
Like that we have. It may happen elsewhere, but like if somebody makes a free throw in basketball, the whole bench is not like, yeah,
Like, let's go.
Yeah, right.
It's more like aggressive.
like there is a certain tone and language used in volleyball that is not used anywhere else.
Yeah.
Our studio audience is dying laughing.
Yeah. Because you're really putting on a performance over here.
I'm just saying, like it just doesn't happen anywhere else.
True.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Softball's pretty like,
But they have chance.
get it one, get it one, but it's
Roll
more
it
like
in the dirt.
dart,
Roll it in the dirt.
dart.
Dirt, dirt, dirt. It's my favorite. Shout out Mary Niver.
Yeah. Wait. I already talked about JV, didn't I?
Yes, you did talk about JV. Tell us about varsity silver bracket.
Oh. First game. We played CHSM. I don't know what it stands for, but some Christian homeschool something.
Yeah.
They had this middle that was, I mean, give credit where credit's due. Lights out. She's swinging, and that thing's going 10-foot line.
Really.
And she has a SFA patch on her jacket. And so all the kids are like,
she going.
she's committed.
She's going.
I was like, okay, Ann.
Good for her.
And here comes, I said, Sophia, like, get her.
Yeah.
Our little freshman. I mean, she held her own. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't bad. But we lost both games with that. And it wasn't a bad day of play. It was more competitive.
Sure.
It was another day of competitive play, which is why I was glad we were in the silver bracket and not bronze or copper, because we got to look at that.
Yeah.
Which also meant I got to look at more lineups. Like, I think I told you I came into the tournament with like 6.
Yeah.
And I left with 2.
Right.
And I'm like, great, I now have more clarity.
Yeah.
And same thing this weekend with our tournament. I have those 2, and I'm gonna get my answer by the time I need it.
Yeah.
So,
But you want to be in those type of games. Like I've always said, hey, before district, like go lose by 2.
yeah,
Go win by 2. Right. You want to be in that kind of game
hmm
that we're gonna have to press. Like I thought the Richards game was great. Right.
I got a teaser on that one. Get ready.
So I thought that was great, and we'll talk about it here in a minute. But you need to go through those type of
Mhm.
battles so that in district play, like I've already been there, done that, got the T-shirt. It's not new for me.
Yeah,
Right.
well, for us we're competing against both these teams, and it's like 10 to 10, 11 to 11, or
Right.
13 to 11. We're right there, but the
Yeah.
second that we hit the teens, just stopped,
Really.
and then we would lose 25-15, 25-14. But
Yeah.
we got there, it was just like something switched off.
Yeah.
Which we have to figure out. But yeah, cross country.
Yeah. High school and middle school had their first cross country meet, the 4th annual St. John 23 XC Classic. XC stands for cross country. Varsity boys, Weston Johnson puts in a PR of 13:08 in the 2 mile race. Middle school boys, Dominic Walker placed 7th overall and broke his own school record in the 1.5 miles.
While he was sick, apparently, too.
Yeah, did not feel well.
Mm-hmm.
Been going through some soreness from football, too. And then the dynamic duo, that's not the dynamic duo, is it? Josie Dawes and
It would be Lexi now.
Lexi Gibbs. Lexi not running cross country?
I don't know. Maybe she wasn't there.
I don't know.
I think she is, but that's like the track.
Yeah, that's the dynamic
track
duo.
thing.
That's what I thought it was. Man, Josie Dawes placed 5th and Cameron Elias placed 9th out of over 80 kids
On her birthday.
on her birthday. The girls ended up placing
Second?
second. The boys placed 4th overall at the junior high level. Varsity only took boys
Mm-hmm.
because of conflicts and scheduling. So good for them to get out there and as you know, as our cross country fans know, like everything's leading up to state.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You just got to get faster over the year. It's great to go practice and do all this, but we've talked about this on this podcast before. Like track and cross country is so frustrating because you have one opportunity.
Yeah.
And that one opportunity, like you got to be ready for. So good for them. Then we'll get into this week's stuff. More volleyball.
Yes.
Our boys from the Just Winging It podcast kind of went through some varsity stuff. But we also had junior high on Monday. Tell us a little bit about that because you were the administrator on duty.
I was the administrator on duty. It was fun. How they're like, oh, you said duty. I can't. Let me say this. Packed house.
Yeah.
I don't recall there being a game like that last year where it was this packed.
I don't think there was.
It was awesome.
I mean, Brad's is Christian.
So
they're going to come, and our people are going to come for their first home game.
So, purple team played first. First set was, I think they lost 18-25. Second set, they were like right there.
Yeah.
And they ended up losing. But it was still pretty close. Gold team also lost in 2. Still some early season struggles trying to figure it out. But I will say, like, Brazos Christian had some girls that they played Skyline, and they were kind of like our 8th graders last year. Like, they are a pretty cohesive unit. They've been playing together for a little bit. So not bad, and, they'll have another opportunity here coming up soon. But I will say, like, they are continuing to improve every single game.
Yeah.
Like, I already saw improvements from BB Chia to this one.
Yeah. And then Tuesday night, I'm not going to let you talk about it because people already saw your interview on the game. You can talk about it after I get done talking about it.
Okay.
JV volleyball plays Bluebonnet United Christian Sports.
The Bucks.
Beat them in 2. Did it the right way. Moved on with their life. That's what we're going to say.
Okay.
Yeah. Varsity gets in a 5-set thriller with Richards, which, like I said, you need those games. So lose the first, won the second and the third, right there in the fourth. Had an opportunity to shut it out, didn't get it done. Go to 5, which usually a set to 15 ends up 19-17. Got to win by 2. As a fan, right, couldn't have given me a better game, right, as a fan. As a dad, I'm like, let's wrap it up in 4,
Yeah.
As an AD, I love that y'all are in that battle. Even if you don't think that you should have been, you were, right? And if you were, you probably should have been that day, right? If you go play them again tomorrow in the tournament, maybe it's a different story, right? But that day, you should have been in that battle, and that's what you got to do. And then you got to credit the girls for rising up to that occasion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Richards is a bad volleyball team. I think they're good, right? I think that you were confident in your girls always, right, as you should be. I asked you before the game, like, hey, how you feeling? Oh, we're good. We're going to win, right? I won't tell everybody what you told me, but you said, yeah, we're going to win. No problem. All right, cool. To be in a 5-set thriller, I don't think that you expected to be there, right? But knowing that, okay, now we have this under our belt. Because, like, when you go to a tournament, you're only playing 3 caps, right? And so to get into a 5-set marathon that this was not like 25-6. These were 25-23 games. So there was a lot of volleyball played Tuesday night. and then to be able to still dig deep and finish it, right? Which I know you have frustrations. I think when we had serve at 13 points, at 15 points, at 17 points, and then at 19 points, right? We got to 19 because those first three we didn't complete the serve, right? Into the net, couldn't hold the serve, right? I get that frustrating as a coach, but they still got it done, and you go, okay, now we can build off that because I know you have the grit and the drive and the determination to go get it done.
Yeah, we needed to see 5 sets before district play. Now we played 4 before, and I think a lot like we haven't played a straight game where it's been 3 sets. It's usually been 4, but we needed the pressure of 5. And yeah, Richards honestly was a really good team. Like they had some like they if we send the ball over, like they're finding a way to get it up. Like
Yeah, it
we
was
had
one
to
of those
rely.
teams that the ball doesn't touch the floor.
Yeah, like we had to rely on our defense a lot.
We call those keepy uppy champs.
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
Keepy uppy?
Yeah, I know. What was the last word?
Champs.
Oh, keepy uppy champs.
Champions. Yeah, like
Oh,
they're
okay.
really good at keepy uppy.
Oh yeah, they were great at that.
Yeah.
No, we weren't really executing on whoop-ah. We needed a little bit more whoop-ah.
Yeah.
And so that's why they were good at the keepy uppy.
Right.
But overall, a really good game. And like yeah, in the interview, like I'm just like, because I was just like,
Yeah, I think you needed it too.
it's draining. It's exhausting. Like yes, I did need it. Like I told Coach Eubanks, I said, when you have to coach back to back in those JV games, like it's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 4 sets usually, but she coached 5
Right.
at Aggieland, and I was like, those things are exhausting. And so, yeah, we needed it. And I'm just glad that we came out with the win at the end of the day too. You know.
Yeah. I mean, good game, good game to be at. Thursday, yesterday. So kind of a goofy split because football's back. So it's a Thursday, Saturday tournament to keep Friday clear. JV goes 1-1. Varsity goes 2-1. Tell us about the tournament.
So JV went to Shepherd, which is like North Houston-ish area, as what I was told. I don't know. I
Yeah.
looked at it once, but I couldn't really figure out where it was.
Yeah.
Anyways, they went 1-1. So I was told by Coach Eubanks they could have won the first game. That's always frustrating when you know you can win those and you don't come out on top with it. And then they won their second game, and so that was good for them. And their tournament format is more of just like a round robin, so you're just playing everybody, and whoever has the best record wins.
Really?
Yeah. So like their schedule's already set for Saturday. Like they're playing 2 games, and
We gotta standardize tournaments.
agreed. But it's okay.
I think we've talked about it on here. Like I just hate when you get to a Saturday, you go, okay, we lost our first game. Boom, I'm automatically on this side of the bracket, and I have no chance of fighting my way through.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I lost. You beat me. Let me come into a loser's bracket and then fight my way through. And then I have to beat you twice.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tournament. This is just kind of games. And it's just frustrating.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really know what this setup was going to be like when I put JV in the tournament.
Well, you also you're trying to get those kids games.
Well, last year they had 1 tournament.
Right.
Now JV varsity this year have 4 together.
Yeah.
JV has 4, varsity has 4. I was like, they need it. And so like I filled the schedule up. Like play games. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
so,
we got to get games.
JV had a good day overall. Varsity went to Latexo. Our first opponent was Anderson Shiro. And we lost the first set, and I was like, no, we can win. And so, get them in the huddle like, guys, like, we can beat this team. Here's what we got to do, X, Y, and Z. I think I changed the lineup, and we won the second set. And then we won the third as well. But I think in the third, I texted you, we were down like 11-7.
Yeah.
And we came back and won it 16-14. And that was awesome. Like, our kids are always finding a way to get back in it and battle. Like, in those, like, we are down, we find ways to end their run, and we go on one ourselves, and we just keep pushing point for point, which is fantastic for us early on. Our second game, we lost to Iola. I think a lot of it was just more mental. Like, oh, they won state last year. Like, look at them hitting lines.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, like, if one person in this huddle doesn't think that we can win, it's not going to happen. Like, stop spreading your fears to everybody else around you.
Yeah.
Like, we can also hit too. We hit the ball. They hit the ball.
Yeah.
And so, ideally, I think our effort wasn't great there, but we just got through it. And then our last game we played against Kennard, we won that one in 2 sets. Moved some people around. Clara was setting for the last set, or excuse me, she actually set for both sets. Did a decent job. Just seeing who can be best where if needed.
Sure.
People playing back row that usually don't play back row, and everyone's getting that last minute sort of feel for different spots before district play starts, which is really my whole goal and intention of these tournaments. So overall, great day for us, fun trip, and we are now in the gold bracket for tomorrow, which would be Saturday, and our first opponent is Richards.
That's right. And I don't know if you looked through all the way.
I did.
But guess who's on the other side of the bracket?
Iola.
None other than Iola, so you can get your get back in the championship.
We just got to get through Richards.
Yeah.
Mumford.
Yeah.
Iola, and then it would be Iola.
Sure.
So.
But regardless, you're going to get good competition.
Which is exactly why I wanted to be in the gold bracket.
Exactly. And you're going to get those type of games that we're talking about here of hey, maybe Richards gets you. Let's say maybe. It ain't going to get you by 15.
Yeah.
They're going to get you by 3. You go, okay, good. We got to learn how to finish like we did the other night. We've got to be able to finish this game.
And we got to know if we beat them once doesn't mean it's a guaranteed win the next time.
Because you got to play every district opponent twice.
Exactly.
Yep.
See, look at this. It's really just, the story is just shaping
itself.
It just
writes
out, man.
itself
it's
here, Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get into the topic for today. This one, I'm going to be honest, is pretty much in my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You came up with the topic. I love the topic. And I love the topic because I don't think there's a single thing with my parents that I miss the most other than this. So the topic today is car ride home after the game. What should it look like? And so before we start, I think it's important to know kind of where we're coming from and what your experience was, what my experience was, which is going to shape our thoughts. And then obviously everybody knows our experiences as athletic directors and how we try to advocate for kids and coaches. So kind of where are you coming from on this topic?
I think it was funny because you said, this is something that you miss.
Yeah.
Right? I'm the complete opposite. But it's mainly just from those moments. So, my experience was mainly just, my mom. And, oh my gosh, after every game, and I'm realistic. I knew if I had a good game and I knew if I struggled.
Sure.
But I didn't like anybody that said, "Oh, you played great," when in reality I didn't play great.
Mm-hmm.
So there, of course, were mainly basketball games where I'd have 0 to 2 points and 5 to 6 turnovers, but a lot of minutes. I would get a lot of minutes. So really nothing positive. Ideally I would land in the negative side on the stat sheet. And I knew my attitude was poor, so I knew there was absolutely no way that I did anything good.
Right.
And we get in the car, and she's like, "Oh, honey, you played so good." And in my mind, I'm like, "Can you just stop talking to me? That's not true. You're just straight up lying to my face, and you think I played good because you're my mom."
Right.
Looking back at it now, right, I'm so glad she always said that.
Yeah.
I never wanted to hear... I wanted to say, "Oh, you suck." I didn't want that from her. She, no matter what, and I was horrible. I need to apologize to her mom if you're watching. I'm so sorry.
She's watching.
She's still watching. Hi, Stacy.
What up, Rich?
It's I would respond so poorly, just frustrated with myself,
yeah.
And I would take it out on her or my siblings or whoever. When in reality, she was just trying to help. But so now I'm glad looking back, she would.
Yeah.
And then, what meant a lot to me, too, is, my dad would text me, "Hey, you played good today." Or, "Hey, next time let's try this and this." So he would kind of give me, the pointers of, "Hey, stop letting your emotions get to you. You play better when you're having fun."
Yeah.
Whatever. And my mom's like, "You did it, sweetie. Way to play." And
she's still like that.
She is. Because they both come in, they watch, and
right.
they support. So, my dad will text me on game days, "Hey, go get him." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah.
And he'll call me, "Who you playing today?" and whatever. And then my mom, obviously, she's at every game that she can be. She's so loud.
She was here Tuesday night.
Yeah, and she said, oh my goodness, like that was just a game, coach.
Yeah.
Like she won't call me Madison or her
Well, if
daughter.
you see Stacy Flowers on the Facebook page, that's Madison's mom.
Yep, and it's every comment.
Every single post that has to do with volleyball, she's on there.
That and my grandma,
And
they're
we
on there.
love the
Love it.
support.
They're
Love
they
it.
are huge Eagles fans.
Big
huge.
Eagle fans. Big Eagle fans.
So unique experiences, I would say, on the car ride home.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that's like stuck in my brain about certain memories. It's more so just like all I could think about is I should have been more appreciative of those words that they
Sure.
were giving me, and just not be so hard on myself. Like a game's a game.
Yeah, and that's important to understand, right? But at a young age, you're never gonna understand that, right?
No.
It's your life, right? Like basketball was your life until it got taken away from you, and then you
Bro,
go.
no joke. It was everything. It was my wallpaper.
That's
it was
what I'm saying. Like,
my locker. It was everywhere.
and so, like, to be able to step back and go, yeah, it's just a game. We can do that now at an older age, but like back then, you would have never. So, I feel like I have a unique perspective on this because my dad coached me from 4 to 18. So my dad coached our little league. When I started playing like travel ball, I was on the travel team that went to here, everywhere around, and there was a group of my friends who I had played baseball with before. We knew family friends, blah blah blah, and we were all like, why are we doing this? So we ended up putting a team together, which my dad coached. My high school baseball coach, all 4 years of high school, asked my dad to coach the summer team because in UIL you can't, like, the varsity baseball coach can't coach the summer team like it is here. So it would usually be a dad or like somebody. So literally I played for my dad from 4 to 18. Off and on, right? Some seasons we missed, but for the most part, he coached me in baseball. My dad's a really good baseball coach that never coached baseball, right? Like he understands that things should be fun and how to run practice, and it's probably where I get my funness in practice. So we would ride to the game together and from the game together, and I'm sure it happened, but really and truthfully, I don't remember my mom ever being in the car. My parents are together, like they're still married today, so it's not a divorce situation, but we would travel separately. So like my dad and I would go for, you got to be there an hour before. My mom would show up 20 minutes before, right? So she would have my sisters or taking them somewhere or whatever. I'm very fortunate. Both my parents were at 99.9% of everything I ever did. Literally both of them at the same time. So it was my dad and I always, right? And I remember like after a Saturday game in Little League or whatever, we'd go stop at McDonald's and eat inside, right? Talk about the game. And there's not a game that I've coached in my life that I have not picked up the phone on my way home and called my dad. There's not a game that I've attended. So my first year here, didn't coach varsity football. I called my dad after the game. Still.
Yeah.
Tonight, I will call my dad on my way home. Like, it is so ingrained in me to debrief and talk with him. And he doesn't have a dog in this fight. He doesn't care. Obviously, last year when I was coaching, he did. And he would come to some stuff, like when they were coming in town for any of them games or whatever. And then we would talk. But, like, tonight, it'll be, how'd y'all do? Who was the best? What did you need to work on? How's the system? Like, what's next week look like? Like, he doesn't care. He cares because he's my dad and he wants to, be supportive of what I'm doing. But, like, he don't have a dog in this fight. But we'll talk my 25-minute drive home. We'll talk the whole time about the game tonight. And then he'll go, you home? Yeah. All right, talk to you later.
That's so funny.
Like, so he'll hear the difference in the noise of the car phone, right? He goes, you home? Yeah. All right, talk to you later. Love you. Thanks for calling. Right? Like, it ends the same way.
Yeah.
Or if he's bored, he'll go, all right, I'm done with you. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. Right? But, like, so I have a unique perspective on this because I still do this to this day. Right? My dad was my best man in my wedding because of this. Because of the bond that we got to build through sports, right? And it wasn't always pretty. Like there were multiple yelling matches in the truck. There was a couple times that I had to ride home with my mom because of what I did in the game, right? Not necessarily played poorly, but how I treated him as a 13-year-old kid when he would try to coach me as coach and I would treat him like dad, right? There was a fine line with him. So there was times that I got left at practice. My mom had to come pick me up. There was times I got left at a game and ride with your mother then, right? And so probably best
Yeah.
that we got some time apart most of the time, but we have a very unique ability to hear. Now we still argue over stuff. Like to this day, he doesn't understand zone read in football. He thinks he does. He doesn't. Right. I've literally done this for 10 years, and I've run a spread concept pretty much my whole career. And he tells me that I'm wrong on zone read. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
All that just sound like foreign language
Right,
to me.
but
I
like,
was
so there are disagreements, but that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. And so, some of the fondest memories that I have with my dad are, sitting at a McDonald's talking about a Little League game. It wouldn't I wouldn't still do it if it didn't mean something to me.
Yeah.
So when I say like this is right up my alley, it's right up my alley. So let's get into it. So I wrote some notes. I would say like the biggest thing is it's an opportunity to connect with your child, right? And I think that you heard that in both of our answers. Whether positively, like your mom is always going to build you up.
Yeah.
She always is, right? She's a positive person. Just being in the moment is success to her. Where like you hold yourself to a higher standard, and that's fine too. But like, she's always gonna love you just because you're in the moment, right? But that's connection. But you can even draw back on that experience and go, yeah, I probably should have treated her a little bit better.
Yeah, I really should have. I was horrible.
But that
We had
doesn't.
attitudes.
You wouldn't have even had that thought if there wasn't some sort of connection.
Yeah.
Right? If you ought to rode home and you'd put your earbuds in and went, like, that's a totally different conversation.
I'm not saying it was every game, but the games that were, she would drive me to tournaments and stuff, like when I played AAU basketball, and like those are some of my favorite memories together, just me and her in the car and just enjoying it. And like, the thing too is like, she almost came to every game. Like, she was at the majority of them. And that, to me, was the thing that stood out the most. I was like, dang, she really cares. Like, she's leaving work. Like, we played in Brownsville. From Victoria, that's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
And she drove there and back to watch me play for 32 minutes.
She's driving to Bryan College Station to watch you coach.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
3 hours, 2 hours and something.
She's doing that. My sister does it. My dad's doing it. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Like, just because I don't play anymore doesn't mean it doesn't stop. Because it's the same as, like, I'll call her and I'll tell her how it goes. And, me and my dad will kind of talk about it. And he's sending me lineups and stuff. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, it's unique when you get the opportunity, right? I struggle with watching our kids these days, put AirPods on and sit in the front seat.
Yeah.
Like, we're missing that connection piece. And so it is a time for you to use as a parent or as an athlete to connect with the person that you're with. Like, you have to be in the car.
Yeah.
You might as well talk about something. Now, there's some things that, some guidelines that we would say, like, hey, don't demean or degrade your athlete.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, you really suck tonight. They already know.
Yeah.
Trust me, they know.
Yeah.
Okay? They've got it from a coach, probably like, hey, not your best game. How are we going to fix it? They've got it from their kids, like their teammates, right? They already know in their own head. They have higher expectations than a lot of us do, right? So we don't need to pile on to that. And so when you say, like, Stacy, like, baby, you killed it today, that's almost a good thing, right? Like, let you be your own worst enemy and let her build you up.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, whether you want to recognize it at 13 or not, right? She's coming from a place of love. My dad, obviously, a different scenario. He had to be the coach to go, hey, not your best game today. What are we going to do to make it work?
Yeah.
But I also knew that he was going to do the work with me, right? So if I said, Dad, I need to get out of this slump, like, I need to get back on top of the baseball, can we go hit in the cage? He's like, yep, on the way.
Hmm.
Like, he would do it with me.
Yeah.
So I knew that sacrifice and love was coming from a place of love, right? And so don't just sit there and like degrade and beat on your kid.
Yeah.
I would say like reading body language is also super important.
Hmm.
There's a guy, I think his name is Duke Baxter.
That's a tough name.
It is a good name, but he talks about like this hat on, hat off, right? So after, obviously it's got to be like a baseball game or something like that, but I think you could use a lot of different things. So when they get in the car, let's say little Johnny's in the back seat, Johnny puts his hat on, he's available to talk about the game,
Hmm.
right? Like he's telling, yes, I am still a baseball player. I want to talk about baseball. If Johnny was to take the hat off, I don't want to talk about baseball.
Hmm.
So I think that is something that can be used.
It's like a physical hat.
Yeah, because it's a baseball hat.
Oh, okay.
So like
It's like everyone's now keep a hat in your car.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like it could be something different, right? As a volleyball player, I've got my sleeves on,
Yeah.
right?
They
Or
better not have their court shoes on. That's what I'm saying.
I still have my knee pads on,
Yeah.
right? Not as easy to take off, but
Yeah.
there's something, some sort of
Mhm.
signal, or just go, hey, do you want to talk about the game?
Or just anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm not a parent, but I know that we're with the kids literally all day from like 7:30 to, let's say a game ends at 7:30 p.m. Like, it's
Right.
nearly 12 hours that you're not really with your kid.
Hmm.
And then you have that short time home in the car. Like, how was your test? You know,
Yeah.
what did you learn today?
But that
Like-
car ride may be the only 20 minutes that you get with them that day.
Because they go home and they're shower in bed,
Shower,
work
homework,
bed, like,
bed, dinner.
yeah. And it's like, to me, it's like, you know, maybe instead of talking about the game, like, what else can we talk about that can uplift their character and, you know, boost their self confidence, especially if it's after a tough game, right? Like,
Yeah.
if it's me, it's like distract them. You know, like, how'd you do on your test? Well, if the test went bad, then maybe don't talk about it as
Yeah,
much.
Just
But
piling on. You know?
I know our kids are smart.
It was
they
great.
study.
I failed, just like I failed in the game. Like
They're like, oh, you want to get ice cream?
yeah. How about a blizzard?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it is tough. Like being a parent is tough. Like I'm gonna be honest. My heart broke the other day. Like I told Beckett, I got home and I was like, hey buddy, College Station Little League. Like you can play t-ball.
Hmm.
You want me to sign you up? He was like, no.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
from a baseball guy.
okay. And Jess is like, it's okay. She's nodding her head like it's okay. And so like 2 hours later, I go back. I was like, hey buddy, let's talk about t-ball. He was like, no.
Has he ever tried it? Like, did y'all like play like?
I mean, yeah, we play catch inside like with
Yeah.
the foam ball, and he's got a glove and everything. And I said, hey, do you know what t-ball is? He's like, no. I said, do you want to know? He's like, yeah, sure. You can tell me. I was like, it's baseball, but instead of somebody throwing you the ball and you have to hit it, like the ball is on the tee. Everything else is the same.
Hmm.
He was like, oh. I was like, so you want me to sign you up? No, I don't want to play sports. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I got young Coop. He's like,
He's gonna be.
I want
all
to play
in.
t-ball. I was like, I know, buddy, but you're not old enough.
Yeah, he's gonna be all in.
Oh, he'll be all in.
So, like, do you think the conversations you'll have with your sons will be very like fairly similar to like you and your dad's?
Yeah, I don't think I could coach my kids.
Really?
Yeah, and so I don't know. I say that now, like, I don't know if I can coach my kids. I will try. I don't know if I can.
Would you be like the dad that volunteers to coach the t-ball?
Yeah, I
team?
would coach the t-ball team.
Would your wife bring the oranges and the?
No doubt.
Yeah, she's one of those.
Super
Yeah.
team mom.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, she would be all in on the team mom role, I think. But yeah, I don't know if I could. So when I was in Klein, I had a coach whose son was on the team, and I was just like, man, I feel what you feel coming for me. Like
Hmm.
it's just so much more frustration because you have expectations for your kids. Like I know that you're better than that.
Hmm.
Whether that's a character issue or what, like I know you
Yeah.
from every hair on your head. That's not the effort, the
Yeah.
attitude. Physical ability, I don't care. Like I don't care about these kids' physical ability.
Mhm.
Like here,
Yeah.
you're gonna miss a ground ball, you're gonna strike out, you're gonna
Mhm.
miss a tackle. Like physical ability is not what I concern myself with.
Mhm.
Attitude and effort for me are the top. Like those are a choice. The
controllables.
controllables, right? Those are the top. And if that
Mhm.
strays, then I think we're yeah. I don't know if I can coach my kids. I would coach the t-ball because I would
Yeah.
understand like it's t-ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's keeping score,
Yeah.
right? We're out here eating gum, picking
Yeah.
daisies, right?
Turn
Like,
it. They're looking at like the
right.
fence in the outfield.
Running the third.
There's the ball that fly. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I would just laugh. Like,
Yeah.
but yes, I could coach the t-ball team. So, yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
I think I would be all in. I would love to coach my kid. I feel like
Yeah,
I don't. I don't have one. Don't know. But to me, since I don't have kids, like these kids are like my kids.
Yeah,
You know, and it's like, would I have high expectations for my future daughter that's going to be a D1 basketball volleyball player combo? Absolutely. That's just my dream. Okay.
yeah, and so
But I think it would be. I don't know. I think it would be so fun.
I
I
don't
think
know.
my biggest fear is like my kid would hate me.
I think that's my fear too. Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't coach my kid any differently than I would coach anybody else, and in fact, I think I'd coach them harder.
Yeah, and I think that's where that piece of like, dang, like that it can
But
either build or like ruin a relationship with
I
your
would
kid.
agree with
Like.
you. But same as here,
Mhm.
like I'm hard on these kids,
Yeah.
but they know at the end of the day I'd run through a brick wall for them.
Yeah.
Like I'll fight for them.
Mhm.
I'll do it. Like I'm angry at people who haven't given us respect, not because I need the respect, because our kids need the respect.
Yeah.
Like they deserve
Mhm.
to have an article written about them, and they deserve for somebody to believe in them that they can go win a football game.
Yeah.
Right now they don't. Right, people haven't done that, so we're gonna go shock the world and prove them wrong,
Mhm.
and that's okay. But the frustration is not like, oh, you didn't put my name in the article. No, you didn't put our name in the article.
Mhm.
Like, it's the same reason I don't want to be in your pictures when you win. And, like, I'm not coaching the team. I just fight for them,
Yeah.
right? If somebody wrongs one of these kids here, I'm going to fight for them. If somebody wrongs one of my kids, I'm going to fight
Mhm.
for them. And so that's, like, I would actually be harder. I think that I would be able to come back from a place of love.
Mhm.
I don't know if my kids would see it that way.
Yeah.
They don't right now. Like when I'm hard on them, they're like, "You're being mean." No, I'm not being mean. I have high expectations for you.
Yeah.
Like when we take our shoes off, we're gonna put them back. That's not me being mean. That's me setting you up for success. For when you're a husband, your wife doesn't want to kill you because you don't clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, or somebody's not gonna marry you because you don't clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's not being mean. That's a high expectation.
Mhm.
And they don't see it right now. They're also 4 and 2, so
Start them early.
yeah. I mean,
You're
why
starting
not?
them early.
So the last point, and we'll hammer this home, partly because I want to say my hot take. So the last thing we'll say is, don't coach from the passenger seat. It's not your job, especially at this age.
Mhm.
Like, unless it quite literally is your job. If your
Yeah.
name is Seth Walker, Richard Johnson. Who else has kids? Carly, Lauren Elias,
Crystal Schindler.
Crystal Schindler, right? Unless it quite literally is your job, um, that's not the time,
Mhm.
right? Now, if you're like my dad, right, and go, hey, like it was his job, hey, what are we going to do? Okay, then let's schedule a time to go do that,
Yeah.
right? But the hot take is number one, I've got job openings for coaches all the time, and none of our parents, I shouldn't say none, some of them have.
Yeah.
Most of them don't apply,
Mhm.
but then they want to criticize a coach
Mhm.
or think that that coach is wrong,
Yeah.
right? And that is frustrating because, like, hey, you're more than welcome to come join us. Like, come on. And if you're not doing that, right, you may not be saying the right things.
Yeah.
And so then you're confusing your child of, well, coach is telling me to keep my elbow up, and you're telling me to drop my elbow. So which is it? Which one am I supposed to do? And I'm not saying the coach is right all the time and you're wrong. I'm just saying you're confusing your kid.
Yeah.
And so whoever's right or wrong, they're gonna have to pick either way. Do they disappoint you, who they love, or do they disappoint the coach who controls their playing time and they want to play? And that's not fair to the kid.
Yeah.
Right. So I think there is a place for like parents like helping their kids through things.
Mm-hmm.
Right after the game on the 20-minute car ride home is not the time.
Yeah. Agreed.
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 All right, so let's talk about a little look ahead. It's a short list because this is a Friday. As you know, Friday Night Football is back. The Eagles are headed to Allen Academy tonight. 7:30 p.m. is a slated kickoff. It may or may not be later, depending on what happens in the first game. There is a game before us. It's the Allen Academy Showcase. I've said what I needed to say about this game. It's a rivalry game, you know. I've got nothing for respect for them over there. Like
Same.
people want to think that the athletic departments hate each other.
We're low-key kind of.
Yeah, we work together.
Yeah.
Like it's the same, right? We're all here for the greatness of kids, right? They want to promote their kids. We want to promote our kids. Do we want to beat them? Sure. Do they want to beat us? Yes. Right? As it should be. Right? We don't really talk a lot during this week. But like we go to breakfast and talk about issues all the time.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say all the time. Sometimes. And so like I don't have any ill will towards the people at Allen Academy. Right? Like good for you. You got picked, right? My ill will is towards the people, and it's not ill will. Like I have frustrations.
Yeah.
With
better word.
With I guess media personality, like.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I hope that it is a really, really good game that every fan base can go, man, what a great game. And I hope we're on the right side of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, but as always, I'm gonna fight for our kids, and so
Same.
I think it will be a good game. I think that we have been severely underestimated. I just don't know how you don't bet on number one Jeff Norris.
Yeah.
Right? Like his resume is his resume. Like why would you pick against that guy? Number two, nobody knows what we added to the team, which I guess is okay. But like nobody knows about Simon.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of film out there. Nobody knows the athlete that he is.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen, unless you were at 6-on-6, Luke Krisnick read a defense and throw a football. Right? Nobody's seen the offensive line work the way it has. Nobody's seen the kids fly around on defense. And so you go, okay, they don't know. They're ignorant to it. And go, okay. Hopefully, the hope is, right, they find out tonight.
Yeah.
And then y'all are headed back to your Shepherd and Latexo tournaments on Saturday?
Yep. JV's playing at 9 and 11:30. Something like that. They're playing in the morning, and then so are we. Varsity 10 a.m. Richards part 2.
Richards part 2. So we'll see how those goes. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on the social medias. Hopefully, everybody come out to the game tonight at Allen Academy. You know, fill up that visitor side and officially stamp that Friday Night Football is back. Are y'all home this coming week?
Nope.
Nothing.
Junior high volleyball is, though.
Junior high volleyball this week.
Monday and Thursday. Monday they're playing Core at 5, and then Thursday they are playing Allen Academy at 5 and 6. All here at St. Joseph. Junior high volleyball Monday and Thursday.
And then Thursday y'all are headed to Austin.
Yep, and Tuesday we're headed to Summit Christian.
Yeah. So 2 road games to open up the year, which means we'll get 2 home games at the end of the season.
Yep.
Yep.
The 13th and the 15th of October.
That's it. So that's it. That's all we have for today. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here. Go Eagles.